Fish. Nice. So today I'm going to do a video talking a little bit about how to catch more trout on your kokanee gear. I get asked about this a lot, and there's a couple reasons you might actually want to catch more trout, because some states actually separate the limits on those. So you might have your kokanee limit and you want to catch trout, or maybe you're just in a mood to catch trout that day. And the first thing I'm going to say is you definitely want to increase your troll speed. So push that troll speed up to 1.5 to 2 miles per hour rather than 1 to 1.5. That should help you get into a few more trout. I definitely noticed that when I am out kokanee fishing, good head thump there, and I am catching more trout than I want, it's usually because I'm going faster than 1.5. So right there I was going about 1.7, 1.8. There we go. Sweet. Wrapped around the gill plate, but we got him. Okay, so that was on or near the surface. Pretty fish. Pretty little trout there. Get him going. See you later, buddy. There he goes. So I caught that one on my surface rod, which actually makes sense. More often than not, I am finding trout feeding more actively shallower than kokanee. It's really rare that I'm going to find the trout under the kokanee. The kokanee are almost always under the trout. So if you want to catch more rainbows and you're marking a bunch of kokanee, pull up on top of them, up above. The surface temperatures are 54 or 55 today, and that's really ideal for shallow water trout foraging. So keep it shallow, and that will also help put you on more trout. My downrigger rod has caught nothing today except for pike minnow, which makes sense. They tend to run a little bit deeper as well. So I'm going to pull my downrigger rod up just a little bit shallower. I'm not going to run it on the top. I already have a top rod, but maybe I'll only put it down, say 5-10 foot rather than 15 like I have been running. Ooh, that was a good hit. See on that turn right there? So just like kokanee, they will respond to changes in the speed and directionality of your troll. So you still want to maintain that type of strategy when targeting trout. Spinner what they want, spinner what they get. Right on the downrigger. As soon as I put that spinner down there. So that brings me to talk about lures, and that is, while I do catch a lot of trout on hoochies, spinners still sort of reign supreme, as well as plastic and metal spoon. But I have been running a little plastic spoon on that rod. I literally just switched it out, and boom, buried a fish off the downrigger. And spinners can be a formidable kokanee lure, but they are also just something that trout seem to really heavily respond to. It's a beautiful rainbow. There we go. Gotcha, buddy. We gotcha. We'll take care of you. There, you can hit that pink spinner hoochie. It's got a little moon jelly blade on it. Really pretty fish. Alright, really pretty little bow. It's probably 15, not too bad. Later, buddy. So I had that one just about 5 foot on the downrigger, just pushing a little bit below this one here. Now this morning I'm using the Peak Performer Dodgers. This is the heavy, not the light. The reason I'm using the heavy is because at those higher troll speeds, it won't turn over, and that's something you need to be acutely aware of, as a lot of kokanee dodgers are built to have their maximum performance in that 1 to 1.5 mile per hour range. And so if you're up at 1.6, 1.8 like I am today, some of those dodgers will turn over and spin. So heavier dodgers, because they have higher inertia, are less likely to roll over at those higher troll speeds. And this is especially true for those skinny teardrop dodgers like this. They will turn over really fast, especially if they have a strong bend in them, like Paulina tends to run theirs. So if you bend them and flatten them back out, they won't turn over at those higher speeds. And then when you go back to kokanee fishing, you can bend them back. Alternatively, you can run skateboard dodgers like this one here. And not a lot of kokanee anglers run these, but I actually like them for their versatility in terms of troll speeds. They can handle up above 2 miles per hour and down to 1 mile per hour, and they still give a really strong thump. So those are a good choice for somebody who really wants to balance their gear for both trout and kokanee. Got a fish there? Yeah, I got a fish on that turn. So I'm using corn today as bait. I have noticed that if you use worms, you're a little bit more likely to pick up more trout than kokanee, but that's really a pretty modest difference in seeing catch rates. That's really pretty. Hey, chill out, chill out. Oh, calm down. There you go. I wet my hands before I pick these guys up. There you go, pretty little rainbow. But you can use Berkeley gulp, you can use corn, or you can use night crawlers or some combination of all of those, and it works. I find I like corn just because it stays on the hook really well. Doesn't get ripped off like night crawler does, especially if you cure it. So use whatever baits you have on hand, and you'll be successful. I literally pulled that one from right out underneath the bridge, so it's not only the pike minnow that I staged up there. Oh, I got a fish here. Yes, I do. Woo. Got a double going there. I was blabbing. What I got here, that was on the downrigger. Another little rainbow. That's pretty cool. He must have been dragging me down into the weeds there a little bit. So I'll go ahead and wet my hands. Calm down, little one. Just one hooking him. There we go. Let that guy go back and get a little bit bigger. Cool. Well, I guess coming under the bridge made a big difference. In the state of Oregon, every fish you catch with bait counts towards your limit. So I'm at 4 fish today, which means I got just time for one more. Another thing that, targeting trout can really help you with is just keeping you or other people on the boat engaged, especially if you're fishing with kids or new anglers. And you're having a rough go of it with kokanee, no reason not to pull one rod up shallower, and maybe switch out to a spinner, maybe put a little bit of night crawler on there, just to give it a little bit higher odds that it's going to connect with some trout. Give them something to fight, look forward to, get the adrenaline going, and that's going to help keep those anglers engaged and make it a much better day on the water for them too. Oh, fish. On the downrigger. I've had some people ask if I change up my leader length for trout. No, I think they're less sensitive to leader length than kokanee are. So it's okay to keep your relatively short kokanee leader lengths. Although, even when kokanee fishing, I try to have a variety of leader lengths online. But today I'm just running around probably 8-inch leaders. And doesn't seem to bother the trout at all. I was going almost 2 miles per hour when that one hit. Put up a fight. Trout are fun on these glass kokanee rods. They really do put a bend in them. Pretty fish. Ah, get away from that downrigger, buddy. There he goes. Nice. There you go. Pretty rainbow on that Uchi Moon Jelly spinner. All right, guys, that's my 5th one of the day. Gonna get him going while he's nice and cool. Water temperature, perfect for catch and release. Anyways, I hope these tips help you put a few more trout in the catch bag when you're out kokanee fishing. And I also just wanted to illustrate how effective kokanee tackle can be for rainbow trout fishing. So there's really no need to go out and double up on gear when your kokanee gear is totally sufficient. And I'll see you next time out on the water. And just remember, fish smarter, not harder. Bye, guys.